1.3, Licensed Transaction Coordinator.
Commissioner Joan Schroeder reporting out on this again. So we've only had one meeting on this subcommittee, and in developing the scope of work, looking at really three different things: defining what transaction coordinator is and what they do, determine how, if at all, Department of Licensing can regulate transaction coordinators who are licensed agents and brokers. As we all know, there is no such thing as a licensed transaction coordinator. That is not a license category currently, and so therefore a licensed transaction coordinator is not a licensee over which the Department of Licensing has any purview. However, a licensee, a broker or a managing broker who is offering transaction coordinating services would fall under the Department of Licensing's purview. So really starting to delve a little bit into how, if at all, should the DOL regulate transaction coordinators who are also licensees, and what they're doing. And then the third idea or concept we're looking at is determining whether transaction coordinating businesses would need to be licensed, just as a totally sub issue to that. With, again, just for the record, the ongoing concern that transaction coordinators who are licensed to a specific firm, and if they are providing transaction coordinating services to licensees from other firms, that this should raise issues for the department. Specifically, to whom is that transaction coordinator as a licensee licensed? Firm A. But if they're providing brokerage services to clients for firm B, who is responsible for record keeping? Who does that transaction coordinator actually represent? And under the changes to the agency law, should there be a signed buyer brokerage services agreement between transaction coordinator and clients that they are serving via the broker that they're providing those transaction coordinating services to? So it's, we feel, that's why we created the committee, we feel there's some pretty significant issues here, and it's a new way of doing business, and it's difficult, I think, sometimes for the Department of Licensing to be nimble and be responsive to new industry practices that enter our industry, and we're left sort of scratching our heads, wondering what should we be doing, if anything, to oversee that. And so I believe the concerns are legitimate, and we're just really starting to dig into this.
This is Commissioner Schmitz, and I'll be reporting on this one. So this is regarding teams, team or group names, assumed names, things related all around that. And so we're kind of at the beginning of our discussion on all this, but some of the things that we are looking to clarify is what is a team? What are the guidelines around team names, guidelines around assumed names, people's roles and responsibilities in regards to a team. In regards to the advertising of a team, what are the guidelines around that? What has to be in there? The difference between team names and assumed designated names. I think that's where we're seeing just a lot of confusion on that in regards to the existing rules regarding teams and their names. And right now they are considered an assumed name, which falls under the firm. And then with the advertising, I think the public and even other brokers are getting confused as, am I working with a team or am I working really with the firm? Like, is this name a firm name or is this a team name? And so trying to get some clarification around all that. DOL will be hosting 3 listening sessions to get stakeholder feedback. And they are March 22nd at 9:00. And this will be for Washington Realtors, MLSs, and basically that group. And then on March 29th at 11:00, that will be for all brokers, so anyone holding a real estate license, to give any input on that. And then on April 19th at 9:00, there is a listening session for the public and really anyone who would like to join in on that one. After all of the listening sessions, then the subcommittee will consolidate the feedback and develop a plan from there.